Hi, my name is ZaKaiRan, and welcome to another one of my outrageously amazing, insanely enlightening master keys of creation about how to be the unlimited master of creation that you truly are, to easily create and attract the joy, well-being, abundance, and freedom that you desire. Literally make all your dreams come true, and you'll find tons of more self-empowering videos, podcasts, articles, books, products, guidance, and coaching and support on my website at ZaKaiRan.com and on my YouTube channel and podcast channel, The Master Keys of Creation. So here we go. This is going to be a good one. How to save the world from impending doom. This is a good one for all the people that think they have come to planet Earth to save the planet or save humanity from destroying themselves, which really just is not true. First, if you really want to save the world from impending doom, first of all, you got to understand that there's no such thing as impending doom. There's no such a thing as devolution. There is only evolution. There's only constantly expanding evolutionary growth and improvement. There's no such, there's no way for anything to actually get worse, even though sometimes it looks like things are getting worse, but they are not. So, if you want to save the world, so to speak, first, you must see the bigger picture. That everything on Earth is always growing and improving because the nature of creation is never-ending expansion and evolution. There is no devolution. Nothing can ever go backwards. There is only forward. So there will never be an apocalypse or day of judgment because the nature of the universe is unconditional love and infinite joy, well-being, and abundance. It is not judgment. And the contrast of unwanted things such as war, environmental destruction, etc., inspires humanity's desires for peace and prosperity and general improvement and growth. And those desires are what drives evolution and improvement and expansion on planet Earth that is at least seen, finally, in the next generation and then the next. And our natural state of desire as eternal creators is more and better and more and better. So everything must expand, improve, and grow on planet Earth, and the law of attraction ensures that. So even though in certain moments in time all seems lost, that is a limited perspective based upon what exists, not based upon what can become. It is problem-oriented rather than solution-oriented. And we have the power by focusing on solutions and how we desire life to be, rather than banging the drum of the problem, to evolve planet Earth into the heaven we all desire it to be and manifest a beautiful, joyful, gorgeous planet that we all desire to live upon in a society that we desire to live with. And this heaven on earth is absolutely inevitable. It is only a matter of time. And this heaven will manifest more and more and more with every subsequent generation. And this heaven is actually here now for those who have the ability and mastery to live heaven now in their lives rather than waiting for evolution and humanity to catch up to their own desires for improvement in heaven on earth. And the speed at which heaven manifests on earth depends upon the speed at which humanity lines up with its own desires for peace and abundance, and thusly manifesting heaven in their individual lives and subsequently on a grander scale in their communities and states and countries and on the entire planet. And they stop focusing on problems, and which of course just creates more problems. And the manifestation of heaven on earth begins with each individual, because no one can create for another. There is no such thing as assertion. You cannot create for another person. You cannot feel for another person. And they cannot create for you. There is only attraction, not assertion. So, essentially, heaven on earth is being created one person at a time. Another master key is to understand that there is nothing wrong with the contrast of unwanted things and unwanted people and undesirable ways that people act, because they inspire desire for wanted things and give us clarity about what we want in life. And this clarity provides the power of focus. And in this case, that power is the mastery of focusing on what we want rather than what we don't want. And to appreciate what is already thriving and growing and working well. To focus on solutions rather than problems, and energize and therefore create what we want rather than create more things we don't want. And learn to appreciate the problems for the solutions that those problems inspire. Because without the problem, there would be no solution. There would be no growth. There would be no expansion. So your master key of creation is to realize that your greatest power of self-creation and influence is to focus primarily upon what you want, to actually create those desires into your physical reality, and pay little or no attention to things that you don't want, so that you aren't creating more unwanted things with that negative attention. Unfortunately, the majority of humans do not understand the unlimited power that they have to create whatever they desire based on what they're thinking and focusing upon, and do not understand the unlimited, unconditional nature of the universe and the law of attraction that will unconditionally give anyone more of whatever they are focused upon, good or bad, wanted or unwanted. If you are focused primarily upon unwanted things, the unconditional nature of the universe will graciously give you more undesirable things in your life, because your attention upon unwanted things is obviously what you are most fascinated with and therefore want more of, even though you would beg to disagree. The nature of the universe is not one of a fairy godmother who will give you things that you are not focused upon, even if those are the things that you really want. So if you want wonderful things in your life, you must focus on wonderful things and pay no attention to the unwanted things that have inspired your desires for wanted things. Instead of believing in the completely empowering, unconditionally loving nature of the universe and the unconditional nature of the law of attraction to give you more of whatever you are focused upon, humanity instead primarily believes that they are disempowered in nature and have no power to create what they want except through action. And they believe in a disempowering, faulty belief that instead of attraction, there is assertion. And supposedly more powerful good or evil forces can assert their will upon you against your will. And because of that extremely disempowering, faulty lie of assertion, humans believe that to get what they want, they must get rid of what they don't want. And this disempowering lie has created every single war and conflict on earth, including religious ones. But you cannot get rid of unwanted things or unwanted people by fighting against them and trying to destroy them or imprison them, etc. Because the unconditional nature of the universe and the law of attraction ensures that whatever you are focused upon, good or bad, wanted or unwanted, you will attract more of. That's why there seems to never be an end to bad guys and wars and corruption and environmental destruction and supposed injustice. It's because humans keep attracting more and more of what they don't like and don't want with their attention upon things they don't like and don't want. And of course, the solution is to focus on the solution, not the problem, to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. The solution to war is to focus on peace. The solution to corruption and greed is to focus on abundance and caring and generosity. The solution to famine and illness is to focus on prosperity and complete well-being. The solution to environmental destruction is to focus on environmental health. We must master the art of positive creation, which is focusing on how we want the world to be, not how it is. So even though the scientists and environmentalists are crying problem, 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 the solution is to always focus on the solution or what we want, the improvement, and to see the world as we want it to be, thriving and growing and healthy, not see it as decaying and dying. You can only create solutions by focusing on solutions, not constantly banging the drum of the problem. To create what you want, you must focus on what you want. Create something completely new, not try to change the old world that's already been created. If you focus on trying to improve a faulty world, your focus is on a faulty world. And so you will attract more faulty things in the old world that you've got to try to fix, because focusing upon fault matches fault. Focusing upon faulty things does not match solution. Don't try to fix the old world or try to get rid of the supposed faulty things of the old world. Instead, just create a new world that matches your infinitely joyful and abundant desires. And your final key, your final master key, is to understand that you have no control over the external world whatsoever, because you cannot create for anyone else. And your goal is to become like the universe, like God's source really is, which is to become an unconditional lover, where joy and love is not determined. Your joy and your love and your experience to feel loved and feel love and feel joyful and be happy is not determined by any external conditions or external forces. You must learn how to be happy regardless of what anyone else is doing on planet Earth. And even if someone is dropping bombs on other people, or unscrupulous, greedy people are stealing money from supposed helpless masses, or the countless other possible traumas and dramas that happen on planet Earth, you understand that what anyone else is attracting is none of your business and has nothing to do with you. And of course, you do not fall into the trap of believing that there's any such thing as victimhood, because you know that everyone attracts every single experience in their lives. And all of that drama and conflict is inspiring great desire for peace and joy and love within humanity. And regardless of what anyone else is attracting, you have the power to create and attract absolute heaven in your life. I repeat, your life, not anyone else's life. You cannot create for anyone else. They cannot create for you. You cannot create heaven for anyone else. You can only create heaven for you. So regardless of supposed pandemics and diseases and alleged economic crises or environmental crises, etc., you have the power to create and attract immense health, well-being, and riches and abundance, regardless of what anyone else is doing. Regardless of what wars and politics and conflicts or famine or etc. that are happening on earth, you have the complete power to create peace and joy and ease and love in your life. And regardless of what supposed environmental destruction is happening on planet Earth, you have the ability to create beauty and thriving nature in your life, in your universe. And that is your greatest power of influence upon the world. It is not your right to protest against unwanted things that is your greatest power on planet Earth. Your greatest power on planet Earth is your power to create wanted things in your life and show other people that they can do the same thing. It is not your power, so your greatest power of influence is not your power to take action and destroy unwanted people or get rid of unwanted things or vote against unwanted things or destroy unwanted people or unwanted things. It is your power to attract beautiful, wonderful people in your life and attract everything and anything that you desire that brings you joy into your already joyful, abundant, thriving life. So, I hope you enjoyed my vodcast, How to Save the World from Impending Doom. Bum, 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 bum. And you realize that this is a world of constant and never-ending improvement. This is a universe of constant and never-ending expansion, and there is no devolution. There is only evolution, and things will always get better and better and better and better and better. The question is, will you make them be better in your life, or will you just be a recalcitrant, resistant person your entire life, and then you just die, and then the next generation experiences the improvement that you created but didn't attract and manifest in your life because you constantly decided to do so. So I hope this has helped you to gain more peace about the problems in life and helps you see the big picture, and also empowers you to realize that your greatest power of influence is not to try to control external reality, but to control your internal reality and create heaven in your life. And then when you've created heaven in your life, you influence other people. Then they see your life and go, wow, hey, how did you do that? And you say, well, I just got happy. And then they see that they can do that too. And that's how you really create heaven on earth. So I hope you enjoyed this vodcast. If you did, please share it with your friends. Bless them with these amazing teachings. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and my podcast channel, The Master Keys of Creation. Come visit me at ZaKaiRan.com for more self-empowering goodies to help you create the happiness, health, wealth, and abundance and freedom that you desire. My name is ZaKaiRan, and I help success-minded people and joy-minded people create the happy, abundant lifestyle you love. Thanks again for watching my video or listening to my podcast, and I wish you immense joy and abundance and lots of fun on your magnificent journey of divine creation. And remember to make life a holiday